Welcome. We are your hosts, Chris and Tammy.
In this podcast, we dive into the mindset for networking strategies and skills you'll need to build a solid foundation to build a global business.
We've built a multi-million-dollar business and have mentored thousands of people around the globe in the last 25 years. You know, returning to the basics, I think it's something that's absolutely critical.
Yeah, well, we were discussing, back to prospecting. At the end of the day, it's bringing in new business. It's always about bringing in new business because new people are always excited. New people don't know about past challenges, and I think that we should focus on new. So that's what we discussed today. And part of the process, obviously, is a success cycle series. And it's just a matter of implementing what we already know and finding some motivations within, because I know it's been challenging, let's face it, right? And sometimes we have to listen to some external stuff, whether when you're working out or going for a walk, just listening to stuff that's gonna pick you up and get you moving. So I think that is also very, very important. What is the most important thing that they need to know to ignite, to get started in building their business? So those are the directions that I tend to take people through to make sure that they don't get lost and they get caught up in learning mode, and then they never ignite.
And one thing that I may suggest also, and this is what Tammy and I are doing, is do an inventory of your existing team. Don't be afraid of calling people in fear that you may lose them, because you will lose them anyway if you don't keep in touch with them. So I would suggest to do an inventory. You go through your genealogy. Even if they're just customers, some of them might have left because, I was waiting for my supply and blah, 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 whatever the situation may be. And I would do an inventory and find out who wants to get back on ownership. Number one, that's what I would go through. Go through everybody and your organization. Secondly, is the people that were active once upon a time. They may want to start building knowing they're going to start seeing some advertising. People are very, very impressed with our technology, and we're still under the radar. And then from there, once you have that in place, it's just a question of duplication, and that's how fortune can be made. We're not just telling you this to sound positive. We've done this for decades. We know this works. We know what we're telling you works. So now I think it's time to polish up the tools. At the end of the day, folks, I know it's been tough, 2024. Every year, it's been another year of layer of challenges that we've been facing. But the one thing is, as we talked about last week, is we never give up. We keep moving forward. So when we get over these little humps, I think we're going to be very quickly back into momentum. And I'm preparing for that. And I would love for you guys to be part of it. And when people get on board, it'll be nice that you're comfortable with the onboarding process. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for attending. And every time Tammy and I have some news, we'll bring them up to you. Have yourself a great rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon, guys.